Hello friends, welcome to my channel ELS English Literature Studies with Kaur Harpreet. Today I will discuss about novel and its types. What is a novel? Novel is a prose fiction that tells a narrative over an extended length, right? And it overtook epic poetry and chivalric romances as the most popular mode of storytelling. It emphasized the personal reading experience. Today, it has a wide variety of subgenres. And talking about its main purpose, the main purpose of the novel is to narrate individual experiences of characters, to create a closer portrait of these characters, and it also expresses the world they live in. Novel means exploration of inner feelings and thoughts. It is not just the stories themselves. These are geared more towards an individual reader. So friends, let us continue our topic. Novel, which is a long prose fiction having a plot, a number of characters, and logical conclusion, and the plot developing and coming to this conclusion through the characters' interaction with one another, right? And we may regard it as a narrative which is pure and simple, or we can say it as a picture of manners, or it is an exhibition of characters, or it is the vehicle of a certain philosophy of life, right? Novels can have any kind of plot form: tragic, comic, satirical, or romantic. Since the flowering time of the novel in the second half of the 19th century, it has displaced all other literary forms which were popular at that time, and it has also replaced long verse narratives almost entirely. The supreme craftsmen of this novelistic art of modern literature are Jane Austen, Charles Dickens, Thackeray, H.G. Wells, R.L. Stevenson, Thomas Hardy, then Virginia Woolf, James Joyce, right? And these craftsmen have made the novel a pocket theatre which exhibits both the within and the without of us. This novel is an effective medium for the portrayal of human thought and human action, which combines in itself the creations of the poetry with the details of history and experience of philosophy, right? And this is a novel. Although novel is a work of fiction, many novels focus on specific era in history or depict some semi-fictional narrative about real historical persons. These also have early modern works of historical non-fiction that also talked about unconfirmed traditions only to create a dramatic effect, right? And these come in all styles imaginable, every author bringing his own unique voice to the reader through his own way. A few major types of novel I'm going to discuss below. First one is the prose romance. Today, the most well known of the Middle English prose romances, Sir Thomas Malory's narrative of King Arthur, right, which was published in 1485, Morte d'Arthur. And this takes us back to the legendary world of knighthood and chivalry prose romances. Prose romances are the earliest form of the novel. Romances in verse were written much earlier than the romances in prose, but these are the earliest form of the novel, and they are simply fantasies in which the authors make the fullest use of their imagination and fancy, and they also create an ideal world which bears no resemblance with real life, right? And the other 16th century prose romances are Lili's Euphues in two parts, and then Sidney's Arcadia, which is a pastoral romance, and then Thomas Law's Rosalind, which is a love romance, and then we also have Robert Greene's Pandosto, and one more is Bacon's The New Atlantis, which is also prose romance. Next we have the picaresque novel. Uh, it is derived from word picaro, which is used for rug or rascal. It is a genre of prose fiction that depicts the adventure of a rug type but appealing hero of a low social class who lives by his or her wits in a corrupt society, right? It is usually written in first person as an autobiography, and the main character is often of low character or low social class, and encounters many adversaries who are equally of his type, ruggish type. There is little or no plot in such type of novel, and the novelist narrates episodes one by one, and thus the whole plot becomes disjoint, and the heroes and heroines of such novels are themselves bad characters, right? And the first picaresque novel in England was Thomas Naire's Unfortunate Traveller. Then we have also in this one Daniel Defoe's Small Flanders is also of this type. Then Joseph Andrew and Jonathan Wild Smollett's Adventures of Roderick Random, these are all picaresque novel, and such these are the typical heroes of the picaresque novel. And the requirements, talking about the requirements for a picaresque novel are length, loosely linked episodes almost complete in themselves, then fights, adventures, optional stories within the main narrative, songs, poems. These are the requirements of a picaresque novel, right? Third type is the travelogues. Travelogues means travel stories which are related with the adventures of travelers, right? The travelogues properly started in limited sense with the novel actually started with these travelogues, and these travelogues are travel stories in which these which are the adventure which talks about the adventures of travelers in an unknown or uncharted seas, and they often land on uninhabited islands or some islands inhabited by strange creatures, right? And the earliest of them is Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe, who lands on uninhabited island, right? And another famous travelogue is Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travels. In this, he lands on several islands inhabited by strange creatures, and these travelogues tells about as the adventures of these travelers while they travel these uncharted seas, right? Next is number 4, the Gothic novel, which developed in the later half of the 18th century, and these novels were written principally by Horace Walpole when he wrote The Castle of Otranto, and these novels are called horror, or we can say these are called as terror novels. They have Gothic atmosphere marked with supernatural horror, mystery, and suspense. But this trend did not continue long, and I have already the one dedicated video on Gothic novel. I will provide link in the description box, in which all the aspects of Gothic novels are discussed in detail. You can watch that video. Then next is the historical novel. When we talk about historical novel, it is a novel that draw its theme from some important historical event, right? A novel that has its settings as a period of history, and it attempts to convey the spirit, manners, and social conditions of a past age with its realistic details. All right, and Sir Walter Scott is the, we can say, the father of historical novel, and when we say that it draws its theme from historical event, the novelist weaves some imaginative and artistic environment to make it interesting, and to make it interesting theme for a novel. And the novelist, we can say, he takes its settings and some of his characters and the principal event from history, and weaves a novelistic plot around them, right? And great examples of historical fiction in English literature include The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain, then Memoirs of Geisha by Arthur Golden, and A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. And then we also have Thackeray's Henry Osmond. These are the best historical novels. Next is the domestic novel, and let me discuss the elements are left. Elements of the historical novel are character, dialogue, setting, theme, plot, and then conflict and word building also. Next is the domestic novel, right? A domestic novel is a type of fiction that was prevalent in the early to mid 19th century, and it was primarily read by women. Sometimes it is also referred as sentimental fiction, or we can also say that it as a woman's fiction. And this type of novel was popular with women reader during the middle of the 19th century, and this genre began with Catherine's New England Tale, and it remained a dominant fictional type until after 1870, right? And these novels, when we talk about these domestic novels, these novels present the day-to-day life of the average or middle class families and the life patterns of the members of a family, right? A life related to their family, their friends, their neighbors. All these things are presented in this domestic novel, and festivals, functions, all these are described in these novels. And these novels generally date back from 1820 to 1860. Such novels, we can say these novels focus on a particular type of heroine, either she is an angel or the practical woman, and the heroine of such novel is frequently contrasted with an incompetent woman. Such novels documents the heroine's struggle for self-mastery, particularly in relation to her emotions and desire. The heroine in such novels is shown as a woman who is struggling to control her feelings and desires, and she may undergo mental, physical, and emotional struggles. She may be abused by a person who holds a high position or power, or she may be married to a bad man. Actually, such novels are frequently designed to entertain female readers, right? Friends, I think this is enough to discuss these six types in today's video. I will discontinue my content, and tomorrow I will continue from number 7, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th type of novel will be I think I should discuss in my upcoming video, because it has already a lengthy video. So I would like to stop my video here, and I hope you will like the content. And if you like it, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel, and we will continue our topic tomorrow. So thanks a lot for watching.